Hello everyone, welcome to Olympiad Kids. Today I show the gameplay by Roman and Sukanna, and the game starts with the pawn to e4, then the black play e5, and now knight f3 and knight c6, then bishop to b5, then a6 was played to attack the bishop, and now the bishop just capture the knight at c6 and d takes c6, and trying to open up the queen file. Then at this position, after this the white play castling, then bishop to d6, and here you have the first 5 move with the opening Ruy Lopez, the exchange variation. And the game continue with the white continue to develop by playing a knight to c3. Then bishop to g5 to g4, attack and pin the knight. And the white continue to play a d3 to allow the bishop to come out. In this position, the better way is to use the pawn to attack the bishop and chase away the bishop. And if you push the pawn, if the bishop back to h5, then you just continue to attack the bishop to chase away from the pin, and bishop back to g6, then it will be a equal game. And now you can just continue to attack with the d4 and attack the pawn, and this bishop at c1 will be active in the game. So after d3, the bishop to e7, and here after this the white play h3 to attack the bishop, and now bishop to h5, then g4 was that play and to attack the bishop, then bishop back to g6, and now the knight capture the pawn, then queen to d6 attacking the knight, and the knight just capture the bishop, then the pawn capture, and now the rook is attacking the pawn at h3, and the queen able to come to h2 and checkmate. So in this position, the white is winning a pawn, and to stay ahead in this position, the best idea in this position is to protect the pawn from being captured. And there are 2 plays that you can play, is either queen to f3 to protect the pawn, or king to g2 and protect the pawn. And with this, the white will be winning in the extra pawn and maintain the winning position. So in the actual game, after this, queen to f3 was played, and now the black go for the long castling, and these 2 rooks will be connected and will be trying to double up and attack with the h file. And now the white play knight to e2, then queen, then the black continue to play a g5, and after this the queen go to f5 and check the king, and the king just move away from the check. And now the white is still better after the 14th move, and the only way to protect the pawn, the best way for the white to play is to move the king forwards and protect the pawn. So in the actual game, after this position, the white play a blunder by capturing the pawn and without protecting the pawn at the h file. So after this, the queen just captures the pawn, and just one mistake and the black is winning the game. And at this position, the black can just capture the rook with the pawn with the rook. Rook takes h3, and the queen come to h2 will be checkmate. So the black is winning by first capturing the pawn, and there will be the checkmate. And after this, the knight to g3 was played to prevent the queen from being checkmate. And after this position, the black is mate and have the idea to win. I give you a couple of seconds to figure out what is the best move for the black to play and win the game. Well, congratulations for those who found the answer. And for those who like to enjoy the show, here are the brilliant move that the black play for a position sacrifice and win the game. And as you can see from this analysis, the best move and the brilliant position sacrifice is using the rook to attack the knight and check the king. And after this, you can just push the knight. You use another rook to continue the attack. This rook, if you capture by the pawn, then the queen will just capture it back. So in this position, after capture the knight, you will be made in approximately about 19 moves. So after capture the knight, then it depends on what the black play. And if you use the pawn to capture, then quick at g3, and now the king to h1, then the knight you just go to f6, and the rook to h8 will be a checkmate. So knight to h8, then any move from the black, then you have the rook to h8 and checkmate the white. So in the actual game, after capture the pawn, the white do not capture back the rook, and instead they move the king away to h1, and which this is another mistake from the white. After this, the black are able to mate in 2. So after rook to h3 and check the king, therefore the king has no place to move, and the next will be the checkmate with the queen. So after rook to h3 check, then the king to g2, and you have a queen to h2 and checkmate. And with this, thank you.